Hello everyone, this is my first video on this channel and I wanted to do a run through with y'all with my budget. I wouldn't say, maybe, okay, let's do, it's a budget friendly in-ear system for your 5-piece band. So I have a band called Springlike. Description below, I'll link to all the Spotify and Instagram and everything for you guys to please drop us a follow and listen to our new songs. And so what I wanted to do is that I wanted to make sure that we find a in-ear system that we can set up in our new rehearsal studio, but also we can bring to the venues that we do gigs on. So let's say we do some rehearsals in the rehearsal studio, then we can bring that mixer, we can bring everything to the venue that we play in and get the same sound in our in-ears that we have in our studio. So when I say it's a budget-friendly in-ear system, it is, but it's still, we did some adjustments. Like we could do a cheaper mixer, we could do a cheaper drum mics, we could do everything a little bit cheaper, you know. But we did go for like the Shure SM57 mic for miking up the electric guitars. We did go for the let's see here, the Soundcraft Ui24 for the mixer, digital mixer. We did go for the AKG drum set session 1 for the drum mic. So we could go cheaper, but it's still like, this is good. This is really good for a 5-piece band to get like everything we need, and I will get through everything. All right, so you will be with me when I'm unpacking everything, seeing that we got everything correctly, when I'm labeling everything, when I'm setting everything up in the rehearsal studio, and also later in the video we'll see how it sounds like. So you will also hear how it sounds in our ears, but also in the main out in the PA system, if you say so. But we don't have a PA system in the rehearsal studio. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're gonna do today, and it's something I've been dreaming of for so long. It's gonna be so fun to have everything set up, you know, just get everything and label everything, you know, like, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. I've been looking forward for this so long, and yeah, next step, get the stuff from Toman, which is a website I've been ordering from for like 20 years, you know. So they have everything you need, and it will get to my door in my small apartment, and we'll have everything here, label everything, and we'll go to rehearsal studio. But first, let's go to the next step, get everything done, label everything, and I'll see you there. Kind of messy start of the video, to be honest. Like, I didn't rehearse anything, but this is my apartment. I'm gonna be like in here. Also is another package. I got another package here. Yeah, I have another package on the way, and I'm gonna be cleaning up a little bit. I live at home, me and my kid, who's 4 years old, so it's a little bit messy, but yeah, it is what it is. First of all, we're gonna take everything out of the box, lay it out, see what we have, see if we have everything we need, and then I'm gonna be bringing you along, like, what do I do to prepare for everything that needs to be done before we go to the rehearsal studio, right? So this is the first step, setting everything up. It's gonna be fun. We clean everything up here, and we lay everything up here on the sofa, and we go from there. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel, and you can find our Spotify in the description. The band's name is Springlike. Follow us on Instagram, Spotify, and now on YouTube, right? So follow along, and we get started. Yeah, like I said, we're in my apartment right now. Got everything, and yeah, it's quite messy here, and I will start cleaning up a little bit, and then lay everything out on the sofa here. And yeah, all of you out there with kids, you know how it is. So here we got some, you know, it is what it is. Let's start cleaning up, all right? I actually think they gave me the wrong microphone. I wanted the 57 because of the miking the guitar. So let's see here. Toman, in this package, there should be, yeah, Shure SM57 LC. I have not ordered the 58. That sucks. when I just gave Toman a shout out and said that they were the best. Yeah, it sucks, of course. I'm gonna be sending it back, and hopefully they can give me the right one. Yeah. Let's continue. All right, this is everything except for the SM58, which I didn't order, but they just said they will. I'll send them back, and they will send the SM57 to me. All right, so let's go through everything. All right, so let's start with the core of the in-ear system for my band, which is the Soundcraft Ui24. This is the digital mixer we decided to go with. And this is perfect because we can control it with our iPad, or if you want to control it with your phone as possible as well. So everyone can get their own mixes, and yeah, it has 20 inputs, then USB recording. You can record multi-track, and yeah, it has everything we need. 8 outputs, aux outputs, right, for the in-ear system. And we're gonna have the drummer, gonna do the stereo. So he will get the Behringer P1, which is a headphone amp or whatever. He will get stereo, so he will need 2 XLR cables. The other 4 of the band will get mono in-ear system. It's perfectly fine. So I think mono is perfectly fine, and everyone will use the Shure 215 CL inner headphones, which is great, so good. So if you want me to do a little bit more in depth of videos of the mixer, please let me know in the comments, and I'll do that. Also, if you want me to explain a little bit more of how we do the clicks and cues and tracks and everything, so we can get it in our in-ear system. And yeah, please let me know if you want to see anything more. I'll do a video of that as well. But let's continue. We do have 24 XLR cables from Cordial. Which is probably the best connectors out there, budget-wise. What I want to say is this is a budget-friendly in-ear system for your band. So it's like we didn't go for the most expensive anywhere, right? So yeah, so this is a budget-friendly in-ear system for your band, which is wired, so it's not wireless, so it's wired. That's why we need the Behringer P1 or the P2, PowerPlay P1 or PowerPlay P2 for connecting the XLR cables, and then from there you connect the headphones, right? So it's wired. But it's perfectly fine, and I think it's like we don't jump around a lot, so it's good to have in the rehearsal studio, right? So 24 cables, which I will put tape on it and write Vox 1, Vox 2, and etc. etc. And when I go through it more, I will have a picture here in the frame where our channel list are, and like the input list and stuff like that. So let's continue. The mixer, right? So we have 24 XLR cables, which is what we need. And also from the sound card, from the interface, audio interface, which we have like the click and cues and tracks and stuff like that, we do need a XLR to tele connector, right? So we have 2 of those. Everyone will get their own headphone extension cable, which is 3 meters. Which you can have, like, so you can have the P1 like clicking to your microphone stand, or like 3 meters behind you, right? So you can have the PowerPlay P2 over there, and then you have the extension cable running through and up your back, and then you have the headphones, right? So quite simple, and also usable for not having the XLR cables just up there, And we do have the StageBug SB1 radial active DI box for the bass player, right? And I bought this just you know, like a iPad stand for your microphone stand, so tablet holder if you want. We also bought some, you know, some electricity cables, always needed. I bought a smaller guitar pedal for my acoustic guitar setup, which is like one tuner and two more pedals, right? So it's quite simple. I bought this Stageman floor from Nux. So Nux Stageman floor preamp and DI box. So I don't use. So this has a DI box already in. So whenever I go play, I just connect the XLR cable from the front of house, and yeah, it's all done. You know, we did go for. This was looking at, you know, drums and drum mics. What's kind of like, okay, what do we go for? We go for the budget for like €100, or do we go for 1,500 euros? You know. So this was kind of hard, but we did go with the AKG drum set session 1, which is like 350 euros, I think. Like it's a budget friendly, but it still sounds great. And like, honestly, it's how you mix it, right? So we do need to have some kind of, we need to put up something on the wall so it sounds good, you know. And we do have the laptop tripod, the laptop stand, which also we could be using for like a smaller kind of pads or whatever, you know. We do have the mic boom stands for miking up the guitar. We have 2 electric guitars miking up, and also miking up the kick drum on the drums. And we have 3 mic stands, so 2 for overheads on drum, and also 1 for the lead vocal, and also I had already 2 at home mic stands. We do have 2 backing vocals as well, the bass player and the rhythm electric guitar player. So yeah, and to continue on, yeah, I bought some tape, you know, for marking everything. Like every XLR cable will be marked. Yeah, the Shure 215 I showed you. Some mic clips or whatever. Batteries for the in-ears. So the drummer, he has stereo, right? So the drummer will have a cable running through it, but this goes on batteries for the rest of us. So we need batteries, right? And we do have 2 SM57 mics for the guitars, right? This was wrong, and they will send me the correct ones. So this is it, right? So this is and some stuff we already have, right? We have the I'll get to that. We have some stuff, but anyway, right? So follow along, and we'll go to the rehearsal studio next also, and you will be with me when I set everything up. And you will hear also like how it sounds in our ears versus how it sounds out. Yeah, like subscribe, and I'll get you some more videos on this, and yeah, follow along. It's gonna be fun. Like, this is so exciting, right? So yeah, we're from Sweden. I'm from Sweden. The band is from Sweden, Stockholm, Sweden, and we're called Spring Like. Please listen to us on Spotify. Let's tape some stuff, and then we'll go to the rehearsal studio and set it up. So what I'm doing now is that I'm labeling everything, so we know whose this is and who's like what XLR cable is going to what input and everything, you know. So, and while I'm doing that, I can also show you a picture here of our inputs and outputs, right? So it's quite simple. We do have 3 vocalists. So 1, 2, 3 is vocals, and then we do a acoustic guitar, which is me, and then 2 electric guitars on 5 and 6. 7 is bass, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is drums. Right, so we do have a snare and mic, 1, 2, 3 toms, floor drum, and 2 hanging on, and then kick drum as well, and 2 overheads, right? So And then we want to have like tracks left and right stereo, but maybe we do that mono. I haven't really. And then we have click and cues, and then synth and keys, right? So it's we're using every 20 inputs, right? So that's why we also bought this mixer, because it's what we need. So I will mark everything, label everything. I will label everything, and yeah. And after that, we'll go to the rehearsal studio, and you will be with me when I'm setting everything up and how I do it, and you know, a little bit more about the mixer. And yeah, please let me know if you want to have a video on something like how to do tracks and cues and clicks and whatever. So yeah. So with the XLR cables, what I think is best, you don't write names or anything. You just write Vox 1 on vocals and Vox 2 and Vox 3, right? And then you do everything in English, right? So I'm Swedish, but I do everything in English, just so if we do play at a international venue, everything and everyone will know like snare is snare, right? So, and it's a different a different word in Swedish. Here I do the now I do green for outputs, right? So this is for our in-ears, so this is green, and we do just a small bit here just so we can go around this one, just like that, so it doesn't really. Actually, I want to try that one just to make sure the tape will not be in a way, right? So I will just go ahead and yeah. So you see here, the tape is not in the way of getting it inside the port, right? So just click it out, and I can do everyone like that. And it's 24 cables, so see you soon. And what I want to make sure is that goes all the way around and then over the tape, right? So it's all the way around, so 1.5 laps. So I will be doing 6 output cables, right? So 6 XLR cables will have green. 4 of us will have mono, and 1 of us will have stereo, so it's 6. All right, all done with the taping. Let's label everything. Let's start with outputs here. Number 1 is me. So let's actually do, I think outputs should be names, right? Yeah, let's do names. Or should be, outputs should be lead vox, and you know, nah, let's do names. And then we do for the drummer, we do his name and R, and his name and L. So right and left. All right, all done with outputs. And for inputs, we're gonna use the yellow. And you know, if there's anyone out there that wants to book us for their venue, and wants to have like a really energetic live band, yeah, my email is in the description down below, and feel free to shoot me a mail or text me on Instagram, Spring Like the Band, or you know, let's just comment below. You know, we're excited to get out there and play. We released our single two years ago, and now we're looking forward playing recording some new songs, and yeah, we want to get out there, you know, play. All right, all done. I'm gonna be saving the last 3 because I really don't know exactly right now how I'm gonna play it out, so you just have to follow me and see. Let's go to the rehearsal studio and set everything up. See you there. So I want to make it super easy for everyone to understand, right? So when I started this, because I'm not an expert at all on this, so when I started this, I YouTubed a lot. Like I looked on YouTube, I Googled everything, and you know, how do we do this best, and how do we get what we want, right? So I will try to explain like how we will do it. And obviously you can do it a lot cheaper. You don't have to use all of the drum mics, and you can buy cheaper stuff, you know, and you can make your own XLR cables, you know. But we bought it, and for 2,500 euros, I think this is great. So I'll try to explain, right? So this is us. This is Spring-like. We are one drummer, one bass, two guitar, and one lead vocal. But also we have two backup vocals, and lead vocal me plays the acoustic guitar as well. So every mic we have, every vocal, every guitar, every acoustic guitar, every drum mic, right? Everything goes to the mixer, right? So it's connected, and from there we send the aux output for our in-ear, right? So the drummer gets two because he has stereo, and XLR cables because of we have wired in our in-ear monitor. We don't have wireless, right? So, and everyone gets their own XLR cable to also mix their own mix. Because when we do rehearsals, if the bass player wants more vocals or more guitar, he can just pick up his phone and he can adjust the levels on the vocals. So we don't have to stop playing, and you know, we don't. So everyone controls their own mix, right? So it's simple. It's quite simple when you see it like this. Like everything needs to be connected. So the bass, we need a DI box for. Acoustic guitar, DI box as well. So two electric guitars, we mic their amplifier. So we put a mic very close to, I can show you in the rehearsal studio, so we mic up their sound on the guitar amp. And the drums have all of the mics connected. We have 16 outputs with mono tracks and mono click and cues. And tracks is like if we want like a small pad in the last chorus, or if we want background sound, you know, then we can use that. And the tracks goes to front of house, plays in the PA, but also into our ears. The click and the cues only goes to our in-ears, nothing to the front of house. So let's say I mean it all depends on how many mics you want and how many mics you have, right? So we have full kit drums, everyone goes to the mixer, and we have guitarists and vocals and stuff like that. So but if we play a gig, right? So here is when it's going to be a little bit more difficult to understand, and what I had with trouble understanding, right? So if we go to a gig, we will bring the mixer and we will ask the venue, like, are you able to control the Soundcraft Ui24 from our iPad? If so, you can do it, and then it's simple, right? We just connect it to here. We put, so he gets, the only thing the front of house gets then is the main out, left and right. The main out goes to the PA system, right? And then he can control with an iPad, his iPad or a phone or whatever, our iPad, and he controls it to the PA system. Like every input, he controls every input. He controls the inner system, the outputs and everything, right? So, but the thing is that we have already made a in-ear mix for ourselves in the rehearsal studio. So it's small tweaks, right? So we have it saved, so we can just go on stage, like almost go on stage and play, because we have saved. But it's small differences, like they use maybe different drum mics, or have the mics a little bit further or closer to the guitar amp, right? So it's a little bit adjusting. So this is option one, right? We bring the mixer, he gets two cables to control the output, and he controls everything from our mixer, right? But let's say we are at a venue that he says like, no, I don't know how to use that. I want to control my own soundboard, and I want to control it myself, right? Then we will have to buy a splitter. And what that is, like, let's say, I haven't bought it yet, but I will. But let's say we have a rack for our mixer, and it will look something like this. So here's the rack, and we have, let's say we have up top we have the electricity, so power. And then we have the mixer, Ui24, and then we will have the splitters. And when I say plural, is that because every splitter has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not everyone, but the kinds that I'm thinking of buying. So 8 inputs. So we will need, if we have 16 inputs from our band, we will need 2 of these. It will look something like this on the front, 8 inputs, but on the back it has, so let's say this is the splitter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the front, but it will look something like this on the back. So it will have 1, 2, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of 2 outputs. So it will, everything from here, everything on the mics and everything will be connected to the splitter on in the input. And the outputs, let's say the sound engineer goes like, no, I don't want, I want to control it from my own soundboard, right? So he will get the output, the direct link, right? So it's just passing through. So he can control the phantom power of the mics and everything, right? So he gets the direct link to his soundboard. Sound front of house. What about the other output? That output goes to our mixer. So we will get the mics and front of house will get the mics. So we don't control anything of what happens in the PA system. Nothing. We only control what happens in our ears. So it's splitting the signal into 2. But the thing is, the front of house get the direct link. Nothing like it's kind of that he kind of the same that he gets from directly from the mics, but it's just passing through our splitter, right? So we will have 16 inputs, two of these splitters. They connected to the outputs. We will connect the outputs isolated output. I think it's isolated output. We control it. We get it into our mixer in the input, right? And the other direct link goes to front of house. So what happens then is he controls, or she controls, what happens to the PA system. He or she can gain it, mix it, adjust it, like whatever they want. Nothing will happen to our system in the in ears, right? So we connect it, and then we go from the outputs to our ears, to our in-ears. So we have the Behringer P1 and P2, and it's something like this. Nothing happens with the sound out, and we control it in, and this is, you know, this is something that I think we will upgrade to when we have made everything correctly in the rehearsal studio and things like that. But I think this rack is perfect for us. And what other bands do, if they have the money, is they put one in-ear wireless. Let's say you are a 5-piece band. It will look something like this. In-ear monitor. In-ear monitor, so 5 of these transmitters, right? And they are connected to that receivers, the receiver pack that each musician have, and they are connected to the headphones. Simple, right? So instead, what we will do if we have wireless, so instead of going from the outputs to our Behringer connected, it goes directly to our rack and into the in-ear transmitter. And then they will send wireless to our receiver. So this is how it works, right? And since we have wired in-ear monitors, I don't think actually we will go on to have wireless. Maybe me, because I'm running around a little bit on stage, but so this is how it works. So next step I think is getting the splitter, right? And then connect everything here. Front of house gets what he or she wants, and then we can connect it to our mixer and mix the in-ears, right? Simple. Right, there you have it. Let's continue in the rehearsal studio, and you will soon hear what it sounds like in our ears and out to the front of house. See you. And if you have a question about anything, just comment below or send me a text on Instagram, Spring Like the Band, or just send me an email. I will have the email in the description below. Comment if there's any questions, and if there's any video you want to see, I will make it. And yeah, see you in the rehearsal studio. All right, we have packed the cars with a lot of stuff, everything basically. So for today, we will set up some acoustic panels, and I will leave the mixer here and some microphones, just because I don't want to have it laying there until we're there next time, which will be in 2 weeks. So for now, we set up everything, acoustic panels and everything, like so it sound good with the drums and things like that. And yeah, make sure like we're building a shelf for the storage as well. So yeah, it will be fun. We will be 4 of the band members. 1 will be at home, but yeah, 4 of us. Clubs here, guitar, hey, good worker will be have brought down everything to the car, so we're fine. We can go to the rehearsal studio. See you there. All right, guys, we're here. Rehearsal studio. Drummer is here as well.
Yeah,
we're gonna set up some acoustic panels here.
Gonna put some acoustic panels
on the on the walls or on the ceiling. We don't know.
We don't know yet.
Yeah. Let's figure it out. And yeah, we got still a lot of stuff coming in. And yeah, you're on YouTube right now. You guys doing okay?
We're doing.
Yes,
We're doing great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you building?
We're building a shelf.
Yeah, shelf. Yeah.
From IKEA.
Storage.
Heine.
Just this is a test also. This is a test for you know, if we can keep it together. If we can keep it together as a band. You know, building IKEA furniture is a test, guys. You know, yeah, for everyone watching, you know, building IKEA furniture is kind of hard, but I think these guys are gonna make it work. Let's continue. So when you're planning the room here, what do you think?
I'm planning for the best acoustic that we can get.
But also aesthetic.
Yeah, aesthetic is very important. I used to say that, but acoustic very important.
So what do you think? Do you think we should have one here and one here and the rest of, because we have 5 left.
Yeah, exactly. We can have these acoustic panels. Yeah. I'm thinking the biggest areas. So we cover them up. It's a acoustic panel, very good. Yeah. There. Then we're good to go.
Okay, let's go. Are you the master of IKEA furniture?
Felix was, but he ran away.
He ran away.
He trusted me this job.
Okay.
I think I made it.
Yeah. Looks nice.
Yeah, professional.
All right. Hey, how's it going in the? How's it going in the?
Come here.
Yeah, come here.
Top of the line shelf from IKEA.
Top of the line shelf.
Top of the line. Creme de la crop. Doesn't get any better than this, you know.
We can get stuff.
Oh shit.
Put just guitar cases up there.
Yeah, of course. What's this? That's guitar.
Can you find those kind of thingies? What I mean, and we buy them and we can fix them another time.
Yeah, we can go to Bauhaus or something.
We can go there now.
We can go to Bauhaus.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna go to.
We're gonna go to Bauhaus.
Yeah. Whatever.
Hello, welcome to Spring Lake.
Yeah. and you know the Jackass theme. Yeah, so we're finishing up things here. Yeah, make sure we can get here tomorrow for miking everything up, and yeah, The storage looking it's looking cleaner, a little bit cleaner here. Here's our stuff, and you know we're gonna put a shelf here, so we can get all of this stuff up there, and yeah, it's gonna be fun to connect everything together with the mixer and miking everything up, and it's gonna be fun. So the acoustic panels here and here. Let's go. See you soon. All right, we're back in the rehearsal studio, and we're alone today. And the thing we're gonna do today is to set everything up with our Soundcraft Ui24. We're gonna set it up, run every cable, and be ready for rehearsal for tomorrow. So first thing I saw when I got here today was that it's pretty messy, as always when you have 3 or 4 bands in the same rehearsal studios. Kind of messy, but let's clean it up. We're gonna build a small IKEA table, start with that, and then run some cables, and you will gonna see what I do. But first, let's just clean it up, clean up the space, and figure out where we're gonna put the guitar amps. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's start building the IKEA table, I guess. All right, small table for our mixer. Back over here. So the SM57 finally arrived. They look so nice. Oh, yeah, they look so nice, bro. Something like that. All right, so now we're gonna do some electricity. So plan out where we get all of our electricity. I want to have one switch for just our stuff, and you know, I want to control our mixer. So let's plan that out, shall we? Right, first electricity done. Damn, we've been here for an hour. Let's set up the Soundcraft. I'm also like having a man cold, so hopefully I can sleep it off until tomorrow. But yeah, whatever it needs to be done. Yeah, this table works perfect. That works. And we can put stuff underneath as well, so. Alright, time to set up some drums. I'm thinking this would do pretty good, actually, I think. Good for a start. I mean, let's see when the drummer gets here tomorrow, I guess. But I think that will work fine by now, for now. Alright, so let's continue setting the mics on the drums. So this is the AKG session 1, studio session 1, I think it's called. And it should be pointed at the center.
thinking I'm gonna go with some cables over the door here. Alright, so the phone died, of course. I've been recording for the past 2 hours. I charged the phone and yeah, I'm getting somewhere. We're having some cables left here that needs to be connected, but the drums are looking nice. So the cables are all the cables are running here, and then below the mat here and the carpet, and then behind here and in to the mixer, and then all the outputs for 3 of us at least is going here and above the door, and then here is the bass player's aux cable, and then mine is here. So we will be standing like bass and me and Christopher and so on, and I will get my aux from there. So, and yeah, here's the guitar amp that will come tomorrow. And yeah, so it's still some things to do, but let's continue. Yeah, all the cables for Vox. I can do the Vox 2, which is the Christopher, the backup vocalist. He can go all the way here because he will be standing, so this door will be shut, and he will be standing somewhere here, and I'm there. So his cable can come through here, actually. Go behind the amplifier. Alright, on to the next one, which is my vocal, but I'm thinking I will be standing in the center, right? So I could go just straight, or I cut here, maybe. Right now we have Vox 1, Vox 2, Guitar 1, Guitar 2, bass. We need to figure out a way to get to the DI box, Vox 3, and my acoustic guitar. Yeah, my acoustic guitar can actually go the same route. Alright, not much left now. Oh, so tired. Been here for 4 hours, I think. But it's still fun, but I'm sick, you know, so it's just, oh, sucks. Still fun though. It's gonna be fun tomorrow when we try everything. I think I'm actually gonna go home, gonna go sleep a little bit, and then hopefully I will wake up feeling better tomorrow. What I have left is drums, aux, which is left and right, but it's like from over there to there, so it's super easy. And then Vox 3, which is like, you know, from the mixer to like here, so just like around that amplifier, and then so it's still like not much left to do actually. Oh yeah, tracks as well, and click, but that's just one cable, you know, from the iPad to a split to a Y cable, which has jack. So I think I'm gonna just run that just straight to the mixer, because that's only 6 meters. I don't know, I'm gonna try actually a wire, but you know, I can just have that over there and then just run it past everyone, you know. Could actually run it under all the cables here, just to make it look nice. That's actually perfect, and I will do like this. And then we name that click and cues. Right? I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Just gonna go home and sleep and then finish it up. We rehearse at 10 tomorrow. So I'll be here at 8, I think. Yeah, hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining in, and make sure to subscribe and listen to us on Spotify. Spring Like Inside My Brain is our latest single. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, we're back. Feeling sick. So yeah, that sucks. But we will still do the rehearsal because, you know, it's not easy to find time for everyone. Some of us are going away and some of us are working and stuff like that. So let's just continue. We still have some things to do, but it is what it is. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a engineer joining us today. He's gonna set the sound for us. And yeah, let's just keep on rocking, I guess. This is rock and roll, I think. To be sick, I guess. Vox 3 and bass done. Alright, what's next? Tjena!
Ja, här och skruvat hela natten eller?
Ja, för fan.
Jävlar.
Alright guys, I think we're ready for some drums.
Drumming.
See if we can hear anything. I could actually try see if you can hear anything, but yeah, let's see how he plays.
Green is right.
Green is right, yeah. Alright, drums all done. Seb is a little bit happy. But we still are waiting for the engineer who's gonna fix the sound even more, because I'm not an expert on that.
Aren't you an expert?
No, I'm an expert in cable management. But we're waiting for the lead guitarist. He's gonna come here in 5 minutes, and then we're gonna set up his amplifier and his sound and go from there. See you soon. Here, now the band is here. Everyone is ready.
Men tanken
Everyone
på
is
vinkeln är
here.
krångligt. Vi kan likväl göra laser.
Green is right.
Green is right.
Yeah.
Green is...
Green is right.
Yeah, green is right. Claps, you feeling good?
Yes.
Yeah, you heard yourself?
Yes. Very
Yes. Nice, nice. Sebbe, you heard yourself as well?
Hear myself.
We did some drums.
Nej men alltså...
Looking for candy?
Laser är ju ändå typ 500 spänn.
Yeah.
Looking for drugs?
No, I'm trying to steal this shit.
Jo,